Thank you, Jane, and thank you all for coming along. Great to be back in my home state. Today we're going to talk about LDR and the progress we've made on a legitimate virgin silver discovery at Webb's Console. We're also going to talk about the dark horse in the company, which is Uralla Gold. And thirdly, we'll refer to a project we've been working on for about 6 months, an antimony asset, which we've just released. So when it comes to most of these companies, you're going to hear about excitement and things are going well, but what I look for is boredom and simplicity. I look for simple geology. If I hear about complex geology, because I'm a geologist, then I worry. You want a business to be built on simple pipes of continuous high-grade mineralisation, and that's what we have at Webb's Console. And I implore you to, or encourage you to have a look at the presentation. We had a question earlier about who in the room knew a certain country. Who in the room here has been an underground production geologist? There's one over there that I'll pick on because he's also a director of the company, Ted Leschke, who worked at a famous New South Wales deposit called Cobar, which was a bonanza because it's high-grade, continuous vertical pipe. And not to be negative with engineers, but they like simple things that are vertical. Because gravity helps and grade helps, and that's what you want. You want consistent, like when I worked underground as well in Tasmania, long hole open stoping is a path to a good result, but I'm jumping the gun a bit because we're not even at inferred resource. However, we do have intercepts including over 100 metres at over 700 silver equivalent. Now we talk about silver equivalent mainly because of that's the dominant economic mineral or element. There's also lead and zinc, which are the only two we put in there. We don't add up the periodic table. But it's occurred a number of times. We've got over 20 holes of similar ilk. And what you're going to see in the near future, I believe anyway, because I'm an exec director and a resource geo as well, is a resource estimate on Webb's Console. Very high grade. I've been a miner for 30 years. I don't know any asset that is in production under 100 grams silver, and I hear a lot about them on the ASX without referring to our competitors. So you want grade and continuity. I'm going on about it, but if you're like me, on your personal account, you only remember one thing per presentation. That's it. Uralla Gold, south of Armidale. The reason there's a hang on a minute moment with that one is we've got disseminated gold in sediments. So there's connotations about bulk tonnage, not just veins, because that's a continuity problem if you just have veins. And Uralla, it needs more drilling. Recently, good field work uncovered a thing called a tourmaline breccia, which I think is very important. And some of the South American veterans in the room will know what the implications of that are. Uralla, look for more drilling results as well in future news flow. And then thirdly, the antimony asset, which it is topical at the moment. I don't think that, and I've worked with Chinese companies before, one of my Chinese colleagues with me here today in the past. I don't think the Chinese are to be blamed for restricting their antimony output because they're consuming everything they're producing. So of course they have a right to restrict that, but it's on the West's onus to get into production with antimony. And there's small producers in Slovakia where I work, but basically the antimony asset at Magwood has historic production of up to and including 62% antimony, which suggests 100% stibnite, but I think more reliably it's going to be in the order of 10 to 12%. And grade, obviously, tonnage I don't want to speculate on, but basically that's another brownfields drill out job, just like Webb's Console, which is kind of the message I'm trying to get across. Our wheelhouse is brownfields assets that haven't been drilled. They've been mined, they've been overlooked. They're in non-competitive land use areas where no one has prime Hereford beef or racehorses. This is low quality farming land in the New England area. We are focused on one jurisdiction, which I also think is important. Our head office here in Sydney, of course, and yeah, again, keep it simple, but deliver results, and the best way this company's stages through drilling. Thank you, and I implore you to have a look at LDR.